Marsaus Scott has decided it's time to expose Melody Holt, and his words are shaking up the entire Love and Marriage Huntsville fanbase. For a long time, Melody has been seen as the woman who went through betrayal, picked herself back up, and became an inspiration for so many people. She has built her brand on the image of a strong, independent woman who didn't let heartbreak define her. But now, Marsau is saying that image isn't the full story. According to him, Melody isn't as innocent as she pretends to be, and he's ready to show fans the side of her that hasn't been highlighted on camera. This is the part of the drama that changes everything because Marsau isn't just throwing shade anymore. He's calling out Melody directly and making it clear that he thinks her story has been carefully crafted, not completely authentic. To really understand what's going on between Marsau and Melody, you have to go back to the very beginning of their relationship on the show. From day one, Marsau and Melody never had the smoothest connection. They weren't friends, and their interactions were often filled with subtle jabs and, at times, open hostility. Their dynamic really became noticeable when Melody and Martel's marriage began falling apart in front of the cameras. While Marsau positioned himself as someone watching from the outside, he always had opinions about Melody and her situation, and fans noticed it. At the same time, Melody had her own issues with Marsau. She questioned his loyalty to his wife, Letitia, and she wasn't afraid to say on camera that she didn't always believe Marsau respected his marriage. Those accusations created a spark that turned into a full feud over the years. As Melody continued to grow her image as the woman who survived betrayal and came back stronger, Marsau started hinting that there was more to her story. Back then, those comments may have felt like small digs, but today they look like foreshadowing for the big claims he's making now. Marsau has gone from dropping subtle shade to saying outright that Melody isn't who she says she is. He believes she has built her brand around being the victim, the betrayed wife, the woman who came out stronger, but behind the scenes, she isn't always as blameless as she wants fans to think. And now, when you look at their history, it's not just about Marsau and Melody clashing. Letitia and Melody have also had their own long-standing feud. This made things worse because every time Melody and Letitia had a falling out, Marsau got pulled into it. And instead of just defending his wife, some fans felt that Marsau also used those moments to take shots at Melody. That kept the tension going year after year, with both sides throwing accusations and neither backing down. For fans, it has been clear for a long time that these two will never see eye to eye, but Marsau's latest claims feel different because they come with the weight of years of built-up drama and resentment. So, what exactly is Marsau accusing Melody of? At the core, he's saying that she has carefully controlled her image for the cameras. In his eyes, she isn't just the victim of Martel's infidelity or the strong single mother who picked herself up after heartbreak. Instead, Marsau suggests that Melody manipulates situations behind the scenes to make sure she always comes out looking like the hero. He believes she knows how to use the cameras to her advantage, how to shape the storylines so that she remains the center of attention, and how to protect her image even when things aren't so perfect behind closed doors. For longtime fans of the show, this isn't the first time Marsau has made comments like this. He has said before that Melody isn't above starting drama, even when she claims she doesn't want to be involved. He's also implied that she throws other cast members under the bus if it helps her storyline. But the difference now is that Marsau isn't hiding behind jokes or sly remarks. He's saying it directly: Melody is not as innocent as she pretends, and he has more to reveal if pushed. That kind of statement doesn't just stir up the cast, it sends shockwaves through the fan base because people are forced to question the image they believed in for years. Social media exploded after Marsau made these comments. Fans split into two groups right away. Team Melody rushed to her defense, saying that Marsau has always had a problem with strong women and that he only targets Melody because she refuses to back down. They argue that he's just bitter because she has called him out for his own questionable behavior and the rumors surrounding his marriage. On the other hand, Marsau's supporters are saying that maybe, just maybe, he's finally speaking the truth that others on the cast haven't had the courage to say. According to them, Marsau isn't making this up out of nowhere. They think there are real cracks in Melody's image that deserve to be talked about. The big question is, why now? Marsau and Melody have been feuding for years, but suddenly Marsau is going all in with accusations that could destroy Melody's reputation. The timing is not random. There are a few reasons that explain why Marsau might have chosen this exact moment. For one, Love and Marriage, Huntsville thrives on drama, and this season the feuds are bigger than ever. Marsau knows that saying this now will get attention, and it puts him in control of the storyline instead of always being on the defensive against Melody's shade. Another reason could be Melody's growing success outside of the show. She has built her brand through music, business, and social media. She isn't just a reality star anymore, she's a powerhouse with influence. Marsau may feel that she's becoming untouchable, and by exposing her flaws, he's trying to level the playing field. There's also the personal side. Marsau has always had a complicated tension with Melody, and some fans believe this moment has been building for years. The timing could simply be that Marsau reached his breaking point. He's tired of Melody questioning his marriage, tired of her shade toward Letitia, and tired of being portrayed as the villain while Melody gets to be the hero. By speaking now, he flips the script and puts her in the hot seat. Now, let's take a closer look at what Marsau means when he says Melody isn't innocent. His biggest claim is that Melody knows exactly how to control the narrative. She positions herself as the one who was wronged by Martel, as the strong woman who walked away with her dignity, and as the single mother who made it on her own. But Marsau suggests that this isn't the whole truth. Behind the cameras, he believes Melody has stirred up drama, manipulated storylines, and even controlled her friendships and alliances to make sure she always looks like the one on top. Think about how Melody has handled her friendships on the show. When someone is with her, she embraces them fully. But the moment there's a disagreement or betrayal, she cuts them off completely and often makes sure the audience sees her side of the story. Marsau is pointing to that behavior as proof that Melody controls her image carefully. He says she isn't afraid to use her influence and fan base to put pressure on anyone who goes against her. That's why he calls her manipulative, because in his view, she always has to be the one who looks good, no matter what. Another layer to Marsau's accusations is about Melody's role as a businesswoman. She has grown her brand successfully, but Marsau hints that not all of her business moves are as clean as they look on the surface. He hasn't revealed full details yet, but the way he talks suggests he believes Melody has made decisions behind the scenes that don't match her public image of honesty and integrity. Fans are left wondering, what could Marsau know that hasn't come out yet? Could it be about business deals? Personal conflicts? Or something even bigger? This is where the suspense grows. Marsau has made it clear that he's holding back information, and if pushed, he's ready to reveal more. That alone has fans on edge, because if he truly has receipts or details about Melody that the public doesn't know, it could change her entire reputation. Right now, Melody's image is one of resilience, empowerment, and strength. But if Marsau proves that behind the scenes she's manipulative, controlling, or even dishonest, that could shake up the way fans see her forever. The truth is, both Marsau and Melody have their flaws, and that's why their feud is so explosive. Melody has built herself up as a role model, but she also has sharp edges and isn't afraid to call people out. Marsau has built himself up as a businessman and family man, but he has also faced rumors and accusations about infidelity. That's why this clash feels so personal, because both of them have something to lose if the other one wins. At this point, fans are left with two very different pictures. One is the Melody who inspires women, who overcame heartbreak, and who built a new life for herself. The other is the Melody Marsau describes, a woman who thrives on controlling the narrative, who manipulates situations, and who isn't afraid to stir the pot as long as it benefits her. The question is, which version is closer to the truth? Or could it be that both are true depending on the situation? As this drama continues, one thing is clear. Marsau has no plans to stay silent, and Melody isn't backing down either. The feud that started years ago has now reached a point where the entire fan base is questioning what's real and what's performance. And until the full truth comes out, this will remain one of the biggest turning points in love and marriage, Huntsville history.